Truly. Truly, my finest work yet. Truly.
Does this count as adventuring? Can't keep me out. Let's get it out.
You've been caught in the act. You're off the hook.
Out of sight, out of mind.
No one's stopped me yet. What to do?
Softer than a whisper.
So, first you save my husband, then you save our marriage. I can't tell you how grateful.
Breathe quiet. Move with care. Don't want to draw any attention. I just want a little look. Using a 5-finger discount. Interesting selection. What to take? Ah, nice. From your pocket to
I
mine.
can.
So, first you save my husband, then you save our marriage. I can't tell you how grateful I am. Yes, rather more exciting than a fundraising banquet, wasn't it? Needless to say, Oscar won't be having anything more to do with the supernatural. One possession is quite enough for any marriage. You must take up his offer. Go to his atelier, sit for him. Then perhaps you will understand what I see in him, flawed as he is. So, first you save my husband. I'm afraid when one falls in love with an artist, such drama comes with the territory. Needless to say, Oscar won't be having anything more to do with the supernatural. You must take up his offer. So, first you save my husband. I wouldn't dream of rewarding such bravery with gold. Besides, this is Oscar's debt to... The painting he offers is worth far more. One day, it may be priceless. He will... Please.
Let's get going.
So, first you save my husband, then you save our marriage. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
So interesting.
That's a friendly looking shadow. Carefully now. Not much training today, I'm afraid. Well, that's interesting. Jokes. From your pocket to mine. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Yeah, you must. Out of sight, out of mind. Boy, time to stop about.
No one back home will ever believe this. That might be better. That's curious. I have something to ask. Never a dull moment. Have it on my mind. I will change it.
Welcome back, my darling. Are we feeling ruby? Amethyst?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Drab? Or, if you are the practical sort, a skeleton would be more apt.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Welcome back, my darling. Are we feeling ruby? Amethyst? Malachite? Tell me. Remember?
Delighted to see you again. I've been working on some new musical additions. If you'd like to take a look. Thank you for coming to my little shop. I hope you have a wondrous day.
What a scene. Whoever did this had no rhyme or reason. Just viciousness. What's that?
Debates held every 10 day. The subject everyone subscribes to spore use above ground. Are the merits worth the risks?
That's a friendly looking shadow. Wish I had a bag on me. I doubt a bear this size went down without a fight.
A collection of underdark delicacies, a salve for the homesick, and food for the intellectually curious.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Careless, skipped, precautionary termination. Experiment gone wrong. Not my fault. Subject Githlad Pataris. Proving theory. Genetic morality. I was right.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
looking ahead. Don't mind if I do.
Can't give up now.
Who are you? Another who needs to learn the difference between right and wrong?
A Githyanki youth. And a familiar one at that. Can it be that this is the one who hatched from the egg you took from the crash?
I am Pataris, and I am good. Father was bad. They all were. I tried to make them better, but they were not strong enough. They lacked resolve. She did not have the strength to be good. She was another like father, lacking in moral fiber. He was not righteous. He was not innocent. His thoughts were impure. Such evil can only be cured one way, with pain, with torment. And if that does not work, with death. Tell me, are you a good person? I see. You have abandoned goodness. You stole me from my people. Gave me to that woman. Unhatched. Defenseless. You let me be brought here so father could hurt me. You are bad. You must be taught a lesson. You were trying to save me. I don't understand. Father saved me. I was a nasty, evil thing, but his treatments made me good. I'm cured. You're right. You're right. I killed him. I killed all these people. I am no better than any of them. The code is flawed. And I am a monster. As he said I was. I cannot be trusted. What have I done? Have I... Perhaps...
The Annals of Carsus. Where better to learn the secrets of the crown than in a book written by the greatest of Netherese wizards?
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Carsus are best left unread. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
I can tell you're after nothing but the best. Apologies. I'm with a customer at the moment.
Do you think that zombie looks fresh? Is fresh good? I never know with zombies.
Have you seen how much the prices have risen? Might as well be throwing my gold straight into the lava element. I'm so grateful the shops are staying open despite everything. But it's all so very dear.
You know what? I'm not trying to know.
Would you know? I took some food right when my body, so I would eat it.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Leroican's time, reconsider.
You recognize this image projection spell from your studies, though you'd expect a great wizard to execute it less shoddily.
Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Craig. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. McClaw, you may go. I see no night song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the night song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time? You'll have more gratitude than you know how to count once the night song is in my hands. Do you have it or not? She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple, to the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the night song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now? You left her there? Then go retrieve her, you imbecile! Or it will cost you a world of riches so vast you cannot even comprehend the loss. You can go now, before I lose my temper. You'll have more gratitude than you know how to count once the night song is in my hands. She? Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now? Dead? That cannot be. It is immortal. A god. Is that meant to be some consolation? It was the key to my immortality. How can this be? How can this be? Shit! Ugh.
Still breathing, despite everything.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Quite right. But it is not Oren herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldurs Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Oren is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all of the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath, hmm? The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldurs Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin? Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead. The weasel out-weaseled. Well done, my friend. But Dame Aelin's deeds are great. Her presence, present. Sooner or later, he will discover that the daughter of Selûne lives. Let us travel to his chambers, his lair. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorn.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few...
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts. All the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Leroican right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
The wizard is... This will not end until she ends it. Ah. You've wandered far in my absence. Come on, then. Likely you have some pointed questions. But you shall have to get in line behind my dear... Well, are we ready for the road once more? Ah. I know what she speaks of. I need, information from her. And a pardon from you. For I have not been overly generous with the truth. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Mince of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jahira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. I had hoped to keep it that way. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Mince charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. Nine Fingers King controls the guild, which in turn controls every criminal racket from Heapside to the High Hall. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't hear of, sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking. You've wandered far in my absence. And now you come to march me to the gallows, is it? Come on, then. Well, are we ready for the road once more? Tell me.
The name is as familiar as Jahira's.
But Minsk is... And the last time I saw him, before we... What we might have... It was... I had a choice. Stay and let word of the world take... So don't be... In fact, but it has not been yours. Oh, the point... Nothing happens... How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall. We will find out. Come on, then.
So, Gortash's parents sold him to a warlock. Why does that sound so familiar? I've got no interest in empathizing with the fuck. But maybe what he did to me was some kind of mirror of what happened to him. When you get fucked up, you fuck up right back. Well done getting that creep off Dame Aylin's tail. The last thing she needs is more trouble dogging her heels. Copper for your thoughts?
How can I help?
Nightsong will be pleased to know Leroican isn't after her hide anymore, although she may be even more pleased to know who put that bounty on her head in the first place.
Go ahead, I'm listening. What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that. I'll be hearing.
Need something? Lead on.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. I think it's terrifying. I'm sure.